1. Introduction. My name is Vicky. I work with dogs. I am a dog groomer. I love my job and I love dogs. I do not meet many people, especially men, because I work with animals all day. I have a best friend. Her name is Mia. Mia is a good friend. She is also rich, but she is very kind. She always wants me to be happy. She thinks I should meet someone nice. One day, Mia came to my home. She was very happy and excited. "Vicky," she said loudly, "I have a big surprise for you." She showed me her phone screen. It was an app, a dating app. "I made you an account," she said, smiling big, "on a special app. It finds good people." I felt a little bit shy. "Oh, Mia," I said, "I don't know about dating apps." "Just try it," she said quickly. "I found a man for you. He is a good match, I think. His name is Brandon." She showed me his picture on the phone. "You have a date with him," Mia said, "tomorrow night." I looked at the photo. The man, Brandon, was very handsome. He had dark hair. His eyes looked serious in the picture. He wore a nice suit. He looked very important. He looked very different from me. I usually wear old clothes for my job, clothes with dog hair on them. I felt nervous. "What do I know about him?" I asked Mia. Mia laughed a little. "Not much," she said. "It is a blind date. That is the fun part. He is a businessman, I think. Just go, Vicky, please, for me." I thought about it. Mia is my best friend. I want her to be happy too. "Okay, Mia," I said. "I will go." For you, but I was very nervous inside. This man, Brandon, looked handsome and serious. He looked rich. What would a man like that think of me? Me, a simple dog groomer. He seemed from a completely different world. I felt worried about meeting him. It was a blind date, so I did not know what to expect, only what I saw in his picture. His picture showed a serious, handsome face. I hoped the date would be okay. 2. My first date. The next night, I went to the restaurant. It was a very fancy place. The name was El Atal Door. I wore my best blue dress. I felt a little plain next to the people going inside. They wore very expensive clothes. A car stopped. Brandon got out. He was taller than in his photo. He still looked serious. He did not smile. "Vicky?" he asked. His voice was low and not warm. "Yes, Brandon, hi," I said. He just nodded. We went inside. The restaurant was beautiful. There was soft music. Many people looked at Brandon. They smiled or nodded at him. He did not seem to see them. We sat at a table. It was very quiet. Brandon did not talk much. I tried to speak. "This place is very nice," I said. "It's okay," he said. It felt strange. I thought he did not want to be with me. I tried to make a joke. "Wow, everyone here knows you," I said, smiling a little. "Are you famous?" He looked at me. It was hard to understand what he was thinking. "I own this restaurant," he said. I stopped smiling. My mouth opened a little. I was very surprised. He owned this big, expensive restaurant. I could not speak for a moment. He was not just a businessman. He was a very, very rich man. The dinner was good, but I was too surprised to eat much. Brandon was polite, but he was still cold. The date ended. He said, "Goodbye, Vicky." I thought, okay, this is finished. I believed I would never see him again. He was too rich for me. He was too cold. We were very different people. My life was simple. His life was big and important. It was clear we did not fit together. It was a strange first date. 3, he called me. The next day I was at my shop. It is called Paws and Bubbles. I was working hard. I was washing a big dog. His name was Max. He was a golden retriever. Max liked to play in the water. I was thinking about the night before. I was thinking about Brandon. He was strange. He was very cold at the restaurant, but he owned the restaurant. Why did he take me there? It was a very fancy place. We seemed so different. My phone made a noise. It was ringing. My hands were wet from the dog. I dried them quickly on my blue apron. I looked at the phone. I saw a name I did not expect. It was Brandon. I was very, very surprised. My heart started to beat fast. Why was he calling me? I answered the phone. "Hello," I said. "Vicky, it's Brandon," he said. His voice was low. "Oh, hi, Brandon," I said. Max barked loudly next to me. He wanted me to finish his bath. "Are you busy?" Brandon asked. "A little," I said. "I'm at my dog grooming shop. I'm working." There was a quiet moment on the phone, then he spoke again. "I would like to see you again," he said. I almost dropped my phone in the water. See me again, the dog groomer. After that quiet, strange date, I did not know what to say. Then I had an idea. It was a brave idea. "Okay," I said. "But this time you can come to my world." I took a deep breath. "Can you come to Paws and Bubbles tomorrow? You can help me groom a dog." There was a long, long silence. I thought, oh no, he thinks I am crazy. He is a rich man. He owns a big, fancy restaurant. Why would he want to wash dogs? It was a very strange idea for him. But then I heard his voice again. "Okay, Vicky," he said. "I will be there tomorrow." I could not believe it. He said yes. Maybe he was not so cold after all, or maybe he was just very curious about my life. I finished washing Max. My mind was full of thoughts. Brandon was coming to my shop to help me with a dog. This was very interesting. 4. A dog bath. The next day, Brandon came to Paws and Bubbles. It was my dog grooming shop. He looked different. He did not wear a suit like the first time. He wore jeans and a simple dark shirt. He still looked a little serious, but maybe a little unsure too. My shop is not quiet. Dogs bark sometimes. Hair dryers make noise. It smells like dog shampoo and wet fur. It was very different from the fancy restaurant. "Welcome to my office," I said to him. I smiled. I wondered what he thought. He looked around the shop. "It's lively," he said. I thought he meant it was a bit noisy and busy for him. I had a dog ready for a bath. She was a small white poodle. Her name was Fifi. Fifi was clean, but she needed a bath and her hair cut. "This is Fifi," I told Brandon. "She needs a bath." "You can help me." Brandon looked at Fifi. Fifi looked at him. She wagged her tail. Brandon looked a little nervous. "I have never bathed a dog before," he said. He sounded like he was not sure he could do it. "It's okay. It's not hard," I said. "And it can be fun. Just be careful not to get water in her ears. We use special ear drops later." He came to the washing area with me. It was a big metal sink. I showed him how to wet Fifi's fur carefully. He was a little awkward at first. He moved slowly. He got a little water on his shirt. Fifi shook herself and splashed him more. But then something changed. As he started to gently rub the shampoo into Fifi's soft, white fur, I saw his face change. The serious look went away a little. A small smile appeared on his face. It was a real smile, not the polite, cold look from the restaurant. This smile made him look younger and very handsome. We worked together. I showed him how to rinse the soap out. He listened well. We talked a little. It was easier to talk than on our first date. We dried Fifi with a towel and a special dryer. Brandon held her gently. When Fifi was clean and fluffy, Brandon looked at her. He looked happy with the job. "She looks good," he said. "You did great, Brandon," I told him. "Thanks for your help. You are a good dog washer." He looked at me. His eyes were not cold now. They looked warm. I enjoyed it," he said. He sounded a little surprised himself. My heart felt light. Maybe this was not impossible. Maybe there was a chance for us after all. 5, his past life. After washing Fifi the poodle, Brandon stayed for a little while longer. We sat together on a small bench inside my dog grooming shop. The dogs were quiet now. Some were sleeping, and some were just resting in their clean pens. The shop felt peaceful after the bath time was over. "Why are you usually so quiet, Brandon?" I asked him gently. I remembered how he was on our first date. At the restaurant, you seemed very cold and serious. He looked down at his hands for a moment before he spoke. His voice was low. "My family," he said slowly. "They are very rich. They are very important people in the city. But they are also cold. When I was growing up, we never talked about our feelings. It was not important to them. Only work was important. Being successful was the most important thing." I listened carefully to his words. I tried to imagine his childhood. I pictured a very big house, maybe very beautiful, but also very silent and cold inside. I imagined a young boy there, learning that it was better to be quiet and to hide how he really felt. "When I was a young boy," he continued, "I tried to be happy and playful sometimes. But my father always stopped me. He always said, 'Brandon, you must be serious. Business is serious. Life is serious.' So I learned from him. I learned to be serious all the time. I learned to be cold. It felt easier that way." That sounds like you were often alone, I said softly, feeling sad for him. He nodded his head, agreeing with me. It was lonely, he said. It still feels lonely sometimes, even now. Being the CEO of big companies is a lonely job too. Many people around me only want something from me. It is very hard to know who you can truly trust. I felt a lot of sympathy for him. I gently put my hand on his arm for a moment to show him I understood a little. I am very sorry to hear that, Brandon, I said. He looked at me then. His eyes were not cold anymore. They looked soft and honest. Being here today, he told me, with you and the dogs, helping you with Fifi. It was very different from my usual life. It felt nice. He was really opening up to me. The man who seemed so distant and cold was showing me a part of his heart. I felt happy that he felt comfortable enough to share this with me. I also felt a little sad thinking about the lonely boy he was. I wanted to show him that the world was not only cold. I wanted to be a warm and kind person for him. He stayed a little while longer, and we talked about simple things, like the different personalities of the dogs. It felt very good to be with him there in my shop. The cold wall that seemed to be around him felt a little smaller now. My shop, Paws and Bubbles, felt like a warm and safe place for him to be. He smiled again before he left that day. It was a small smile, but it was a real one, just like the one he gave Fifi. 6. A bad woman. Vicky and Brandon saw each other more often. They spent time together most days. Sometimes they went to Brandon's fancy places, like El Atal Door. He owned 3 restaurants. Sometimes Brandon came to Vicky's small apartment. Vicky cooked simple food for him. Brandon was still quiet sometimes, but he smiled more now. Vicky even saw him pet her neighbor's cat. Vicky was starting to like Brandon very much. She thought he liked her too. Their time together felt good. She felt happy with him. One afternoon, Vicky was working at her shop, Paws and Bubbles. The bell above the door made a sound. Vicky looked up. A woman stood there. She was tall and beautiful. She had perfect blonde hair. She wore a red dress that looked very expensive. She looked like a fashion model. The woman looked at Vicky. Her eyes were dark and not friendly. "Are you Vicky?" she asked. Her voice was cold. Vicky felt nervous. "Yes," she said. "Can I help you?" The woman walked into the shop. She looked around. Her look was mean. She looked at the dog beds with disgust. "I am Serena," she said, "Brandon's ex-girlfriend." Vicky felt a shock. Brandon's ex-girlfriend? She looked so different. Serena looked back at Vicky. "Brandon is making a mistake with you," she said. "A dog washer? Really?" Her voice was full of hate. "He needs someone like me, someone from his world." Vicky did not know what to say. She felt small. This woman made her feel like her job was dirty. "Stay away from him," Serena said. Her voice became lower. It sounded dangerous. He will come back to me. If you are smart, leave his life now. Vicky felt scared, but also angry. Brandon can choose, Vicky said. Serena made a sound like a laugh, but it was cold. You are nothing, she said. Just a small distraction. She moved close to Vicky. Go away, little girl, or bad things will happen. Then she turned quickly and walked out. The bell made a sound as she left. Vicky stood still. She was shaking. Serena's words stayed in her head. You are nothing. Stay away. Bad things will happen. Her shop felt unsafe. Later that night, Vicky was in her apartment. She heard a loud noise outside. Crash. She ran to her front window. Her front window was broken. A rock was on the floor inside. Someone threw a rock through her window. Vicky felt very scared. Her heart beat fast. She knew who did it. It was Serena. Serena wanted to scare her, and she did. Vicky was very scared. 7, I was scared. After the beautiful woman, Serena, came to my shop and said bad things, and after someone broke my apartment window with a rock, I was very, very scared. I did not want problems. My life was quiet. I groomed dogs. This felt too big, too dangerous. Rich and strong people were not part of my world. An angry ex-girlfriend of a rich man was even less a part of it. I thought about what Serena said. Her words were like ice. And the broken window was a message. What would she do next? I was afraid for myself. I was afraid for my shop. I was even afraid for the dogs. Brandon called me the next morning. When I saw his name on my phone, my heart jumped, not with happiness, but with fear. I did not answer the phone. He called again. I let it ring. He sent text messages. Vicky, are you okay? One said. Another said, please call me. I wanted to talk to him. I missed him, but I could not. I was too scared. I thought maybe if I do not talk to him, Serena will think I listened to her. Maybe she will leave me alone. For 2 days, I did not answer Brandon's calls or texts. I felt bad. I felt alone. I got the broken window fixed. I went to work at Paws and Bubbles. I tried to smile at my customers, but my smile did not feel real. Inside, I was still scared. Every time the doorbell rang, I thought it was Serena. On the 3rd day, Brandon came to the shop. He walked in and he looked worried. He also looked a little angry. Vicky, he said, his voice was strong. Why haven't you answered my calls? I looked away. I started to tidy some things on a shelf. They were already tidy. I was busy, I said softly. I did not want to look at him. He walked closer. He gently took my arm. He made me look at him. Busy? He asked. Or scared? His eyes looked right into mine. Vicky, tell me, what happened? Was it Serena, my ex? When he said her name, I could not stop it. Tears came to my eyes. I could not hide it anymore. I told him everything. I told him about Serena coming to the shop. I told him about her threats. I told him about her telling me to stay away from him. I took out my phone and showed him a photo of the broken window at my apartment. Brandon looked at the photo. His face changed. It became very hard. His eyes were cold like ice, but this coldness was not for me. It was for Serena. His voice was very low and dangerous when he spoke. "She threatened you?" he asked. "She broke your window." He looked back at me. "She will not get away with this," he said. "I will handle it, Vicky, I promise you." He held my hands tightly. "Nobody hurts you," he said. He looked so strong and protective. I felt a little safer standing there with him, but inside the fear was still there. 8. We are happy. The next afternoon, Brandon called me. His voice was calm this time. He asked me to meet him at my shop in 1 hour. He said there was someone important he wanted me to see. I felt a little nervous about who it could be, but I agreed. I went to Paws and Bubbles and waited. Brandon was already there when I arrived, and I saw Serena standing with him. Serena looked very different today. She did not look like the strong, beautiful woman who came before. Her expensive clothes looked a little used and not perfect. Her eyes were red and looked sad. Maybe she had been crying a lot, or maybe Brandon had spoken to her very seriously and strongly. She looked scared now, not proud or mean. Brandon came towards me. He stood close and put his arm around my shoulders. His arm felt warm and strong. It made me feel safe and protected right away. "Serena has something important to say to you, Vicky," Brandon said clearly. His voice was not loud, but it was very firm. Serena looked down at the floor first. She did not want to look at me. Then she slowly looked up at my face for a moment. "I am very sorry, Vicky," she said. Her voice was quiet and small, like a child's. "I am sorry for the bad things I said to you last time, and I am very sorry for breaking your apartment window with a rock. It was a very bad thing to do. It was completely wrong." She did not look happy saying it, but she said all the words I needed to hear. Brandon looked at her with serious, strong eyes. "And you will leave Vicky alone now and forever," he told her directly and clearly. Serena nodded her head quickly, many times. "Yes," she said again. "I promise. I will never come near her or her shop again. I will leave her alone." She seemed truly scared of Brandon's serious face and strong words. Then she turned around quickly and almost ran out of the shop door. I watched her go. A very big feeling of relief came over me. I looked at Brandon. He looked at me. "Thank you, Brandon," I whispered softly. "You handled it." He smiled at me. It was the warm, kind smile that showed the real person he was, not the cold businessman. "I told you I would handle it for you," he said softly. "No one can threaten you or hurt you. You are very important to me." He took my hands in his hands. His hands were warm and strong around mine. "Vicky, I care about you very, very much," he said again. My heart felt so full of happiness and love. "I care about you too, Brandon," I said. He was not the cold CEO from our first, strange date. This was the man who helped me wash dogs, who listened to my simple stories, who protected me from harm. He owned big companies and fancy restaurants, and I worked in a small dog shop. We were very different people in many ways, but it felt completely right to be together like this. He moved closer to me. He leaned down slowly and kissed me softly on the lips. The kiss was not cold at all. It was warm and gentle and full of feeling. It felt perfect. It felt like the start of something completely new and wonderfully happy for us. He smiled again when the kiss ended. His eyes were shining happily. "So," he said, making a small joke, and his voice was happy. "About that small white poodle, Fifi. Does she need another bath soon? I think I am getting quite good at washing dogs now, thanks to you." I laughed. It felt so good and free to laugh with him. "Maybe next week," I said, smiling back at him. Our lives were very different, yes, like two different worlds. But we were together now. It felt like the true start of our happy story.